Like I said, every one of these cars we could walk around all day long and just find little details, because
sure.
every one of them has little details about it.
For sure. We are literally scratching the surface.
Correct. So here we got another Mercury.
Hello again, this is Brett, and I'm in gear at the World of Wheels in Omaha. One ticket and one re-admittance pass. Have a good day.
And you as well.
We're backstage. People are getting things done. Right here, I have Retro Ryan, as his friends know him, and we're over here at the Cavalcade of Customs, Kool School 101 with Retro Ryan.
Right on.
Ryan, let's get at it.
So here we got another Mercury.
You know what pops on this one, and I did notice on the others, but it takes sometimes a minute for me to catch up. But those side lights right there, you know.
Yep.
We haven't spoken to that, but this isn't the only one that's had them. I'm saying side lights, but
yeah, it's a spotlight, is what it is.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and if they're correct, they would be Appletons. That's what everybody wants.
Okay, right on.
And this car here, it's done in a very traditional type of way. Nice chop.
Beautiful.
Low and slow. The candy color.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's just it's got all the right things in all the right places.
And I would say, in my opinion, it's not the big things. Clearly, the big things do jump out, but it's that you have to look for it in the subtle hints of things that are overlaid in it. For example, when I say overlaid, looking at that pinstriping, sure, I see that. But I don't see that at first. You see the whole car, and then it just keeps coming together. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Right.
And once again, I mean, one thing I'll point out on this car that it's the little details. Like we'll walk up a little closer here, and I'll point out one thing, like these trunk corners. This is the first one of the Mercuries that we've seen that has the rounded corners on the trunk lid.
Right.
That was a big thing. Round flows, square doesn't.
Yep. Okay. Got it. For sure. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. And we got a Studebaker here.
Boy, I'm going to back up and just take this front shot because I just love the approach of this car here.
Yeah, this car's got a really neat look to it.
For sure, man.
It's different.
Okay. And we're not done with Frenched in headlights, correct?
Correct. This is still French in the headlights. This one's got a custom grille. Not sure exactly, but something's been done with this bumper. It fits a little nicer than the stock bumper fits.
And we haven't spoken to it on all the cars. We've been talking about the culture of this, but a few other things I'd kind of point out on this car would be, no door handles, so you can't get in this car.
No door handles. Everybody, that was a big thing. Shave the door handles, because door handles they stuck out.
Right.
This made them smooth.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that drag in on your aerodynamics.
Yeah, absolutely not. That slows you down.
For sure, dude. For sure. But you want to go slow.
Yeah, you want to go slow.
But just the right kind of slow.
The right kind of slow.
Tell us about that little scoop, little cutout.
That was a big thing too. Where guys would put scoops in the cars. And that was just to make it look a little cooler, make it look a little faster. Most of them aren't functional. Some are.
Okay.
This car also has a chop top, and this one's got most of the chrome removed off of this car.
Right.
So I'm sure this car had some sort of chrome that went down the side of the body and down the fin here. That's all been removed.
Yeah, but it
just looks smooth.
I'm just gonna say, and it's got the chrome where it counts. I mean,
exactly
what chrome it has.
And that's the thing, like I said, once again, it's all about the artist's vision and what looks right and what's going to work for them. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'd say most of the time it works.
Yeah. No, I got you, dude. I'm going to go ahead and pan to the left here. What do we have coming up here?
Here's another shoebox. This is a Ford Victoria. Yep.
Victoria's Secret.
Yep.
Well, the secret's out, actually.
The Victoria would have been a hardtop version of like the shoebox that we looked at earlier.
Okay.
So,
I'm familiar with the term hardtop, but I'll just go ahead and jump at that one for 100. A hardtop is a top that when you roll down the passenger window or the driver's, and then the rear window, rear passenger or the rear driver's, there's no post in there, and
correct.
So the top itself is supported only by that A pillar, and I guess the C pillar which is maybe the B pillar in that instance.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
That's fair, but it's
Okay.
still a C pillar, you know, because
Okay.
it still does have
It's
a
in
B
the
pillar.
position of the C.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
So just a cool thing. Lake pipes on that, no doubt.
Lake pipes, and these ones look like they function.
Okay.
They don't have the caps on them.
So what are some of the hidden little customization aspects here we're not
Well,
seeing?
one of the thing on this car that just really strikes me is the color, and it's got the cool color with a lot of pearl in it. Pearls were a big thing in customizing.
Yeah.
This car, if you kind of look at it, it's got a red hue to it, so I'm guessing it's probably got some red pearl in it.
Okay.
It's also got some Pontiac trim on the side.
Right.
So this is off of a later model Pontiac. The bubble skirts, that's all custom.
Yeah. Now, those bubble skirts right down there, that would that have come off of a car or just custom fabrication?
I would say those ones are probably custom fabricated.
Okay.
They do have some that came off of cars, but those ones definitely look like they're
Right.
probably custom.
Okay. Awesome. Coming around the front here, that grill looks custom to me.
That grill is absolutely custom. And they
All right.
would have rounded all that out, and again with the rounded hood corners. And this has got Buick headlights in it.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
55 Chrysler grill.
55 Chrysler grill is
55
what the
Chrysler
owner
grill.
says.
Are you the owner?
Yes.
You want to just wave to the audience? They're coming
How
on
you
here.
doing?
Doing real good. Well, this is a beautiful car that you have here, man.
53 Buick headlights.
53 Buick headlights.
53 headlights. Okay.
Hubcaps are up in the air. We think they might be a Plymouth, but we don't know for sure. Nobody knows for sure.
Yep.
Right on.
And that's kind of what we were thinking yesterday as well.
Yes.
So yeah, we walked around this car
I didn't
yesterday
do that.
talking about it. No, definitely. I love to hear
Appreciate
what you
the
got to say.
context. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in Cool School 101 right now. So
Pontiac, 55 Pontiac trim turned backwards.
okay.
On Cadillac tail lights.
Yep.
Okay.
And again,
Yeah.
we have the spotlights.
Well, look at that. We actually have two Frenched-in antennas right there. That way you can listen to two stations at one time, right?
Well,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Something like that. Wolfman,
right.
so you can pick up Wolfman Jack, remember?
Right
Yeah.
on. Right on.
Are you the Wolfman? No, man, I'm not the Wolfman.
Thanks for stopping in.
Wait a minute.
Who is this on the Wolfman telephone?
Diane.
How you doing, Diane?
All right.
That's the Wolfman.
Do you love me?
He's on tape. The man is on tape.
Say you love me.
And one thing that I want to point out on this one too, again, you know, like I said, we got the rounded corners on
Yeah.
the front here. On this one, we also have the rounded corners on the back of the hood as well,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
definitely, like I said, round makes it smooth.
Definitely. Yeah, and I'm just going to focus the camera on it right in that spot there. So inside the shadow of that spotlight, that was rounded out right there.
Yep.
Okay, awesome, dude. That's really cool.
Where is he now? I mean, where does he work?
The Wolfman is everywhere. The Wolfman comes in here occasionally, bringing tapes, you know, to check up on me and whatnot. And the places he talks about that he's been, the things he's seen. And there's a great, big, beautiful world out there. I tell you what, if I can possibly do it tonight, I'll try to relay this dedication in and get it on the air for you later on.
That would be terrific. Really. Thanks.
You know, and while I'm just pulling focus back here, tell me about that two-tone paint right there.
So yeah, this would be what they call a scallop, and that's the white that we're seeing here.
Okay.
And that was kind of just a little detail that guys like to put on a car, kind of accents
Yeah.
a line of the car. And like this here, I'm saying they're probably focusing on bringing your eye to that headlight and just
For
kind of
sure.
showing off that headlight.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Great.
Rock on, baby. We gonna do it right here. Rock and roll yourself to death. Oh, mercy. Give me some more, mama.
What do we have coming up here? I'm gonna back up just a tiny bit to catch the backside of this.
So this is
58?
a 58 Chevy.
Okay.
This is a 58 Chevy Delray. This is another mild custom, something where, you know, it really didn't go extreme with it. This is more about the color and the stance. and you know he did smooth it out a little bit. He's kind of taken the door handles off of it, and probably a few other little spots of chrome that I'm a little familiar with these cars, not super familiar with them.
So maybe fair to say then mild in the sense that there's no, I mean, obviously there was maybe some major work done, and you know we have some louvers in the hood, but there was maybe no major structural things in terms of the roof line.
The roof wasn't chopped or anything like that. It's just, you know, keeping it cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just all about just keeping it kind of cool and
for sure,
cool and classy.
Good looking car, you know, and
they've shaved all the emblems off of it. I can see that, you know. So there's a little bit of work going on here.
Right. We've got some more pinstriping, real subtle.
Yeah.
Until you see it.
And one thing about pinstriping is they try to accent some of the cool spots of the car. Like that car there, it's got these little flares in the fenders there. That's definitely one of the things that they're trying to accent and bring your eye to, and it works, you know.
Right on.
But a good pinstriper will do it, and a good customizer is just all about keeping it custom to where it accents the coolness of the car, you know.
Okay. So as we're kind of rounding out the list here, I recognize that name right there, Ryan's Rod and Service. You know that guy?
I know that guy.
Okay.
That's my car. This car is extreme. There's not one body panel on this car that's not touched. It's been chopped a lot. I'm not sure exactly how much, but it's somewhere around 10 inches.
Right.
These fins on the back, those are all molded in. The wheel openings have been changed. The taillights are 53 Buick. We've gotten rid of it. It was a 4-door. It's now a 2-door. We filled in all the windows. And this is what they would call probably like a 60s custom / show rod.
Yeah, I'm just trying to highlight that wheel well right there for everybody.
And that's all been changed. You know, on the stock car, it's a little more round. And we wanted it to look a little cooler, and that was how we made it look cooler.
For sure.
You'll notice, like on this car, it's a little different because this car's got fancy wheels, not hubcaps on it, which is a sign of the 60s. You know, the 60s kind of brought in a little more crazy stuff. You know, they had wheels or custom wheels as opposed to custom hubcaps. So this was kind of, as I like to say it, the end of the era. You know, this would have been one of the last cars that they would consider in the custom world.
And just tell us about how many pounds of flake.
Oh man,
I say pounds upon pounds of flake are in this paint job. It
is pounds of flake, and to be honest, I don't even know exactly how many pounds, but it's a lot.
If you're ever feeling a little bit sad and you need a hug, just sitting in that interior has to be that warm, cozy hug you're looking for.
It's like wearing a giant fur coat.
Right on.
But yeah, I could go on and on and on for days about all the custom work done on this car.
Well, I know that a little birdie told me that that's a custom front bumper right there.
It's a custom front bumper. It's it's a cross between a 59 T-Bird rear bumper and a Cadillac grill to make that bumper.
That's cool, man.
The hood is all completely hand formed. We did what we call pancaking the hood, which is taking the curvature out of the hood.
Super flat, man.
Yeah, this one's super flat. And like they did it on 50s cars as well, you know, but it's just kind of bringing some of that curve out of them and bring them down a little bit flatter.
Right on.
So, but yeah, like I said, it's, again, the rounded hood corners. That was a big thing on this car that we did. And yeah, like I said, I could go on for days.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to spin the camera around. Hopefully I got both of us in the shot here. Ryan, I sure do appreciate you taking us to school. This was a lot of fun, dude.
Definitely, man.
Flip around, just get an aerial shot of what we've got here on these beautiful old cars. Thanks again, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you for having me.